Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, William. Thank you, TUYA, for give us this opportunity for this talk. I'm Juan Gallardo. I'm the responsible for the marketing in Asia Pacific market for Simon. Simon is a family-owned company established in Barcelona and focused on electrical equipment. For Asia Pacific, we have our headquarters in Shanghai, where we give all the solutions and all the support to the different countries in our area. So, William, what you want to ask to me today?
Good afternoon. Hi, Guam, and all the online audience today, especially from the Southeast Asia market. And then also I would like to thank TUYA to inviting GSMA to join the discussion of the online webinar today. So my name is William C. I'm based in Hong Kong, covering the Greater China region. So my role is more to engage with our mobile operator and ecosystem from the industry. In mid last year, GSMA from the Greater China region, we have also started the 5G innovation investment initiative from the Greater China regions, which is to engage and then pitching the 5G innovative startup, venture capital, and then also we introduce this 5G and IoT innovation startup, for example, from the Greater China region to the Southeast Asia market. So like today, I would like to share more about this kind of the initiative and then also the learning from this 5G and IoT innovation. So nice to talk to you today. Okay, question one. Hi, Guam. As Simon is a 100 years company adopted into the IoT world, so may I ask what is your vision for the IoT integration into the switch and the socket market, and which is the key successful factor in this process?
Yeah, that's right. Simon born 104 years ago, and in this long history, we never stop evolving our products. We never stop innovation. Following this evolution, we get our i7 and i3 smart series provided with connected solutions. These solutions are into our switches, our dimmers, curtain switch, and so on. And also, we made them connectable with the app and with different sensors that drives the potential of your home to a next level, extolling your comfort. So, as early as 2016, Simon was a pioneer in connective switches and sockets when we launched Simon 100 for the Spanish market. Since then, we realized that this technology has a lot of potential. Also, definitely that the switches and sockets ranges have a fundamental role in the implementation of IoT. Because the switch, finally, is the connection tool between the analog and the digital world. What it means that between your push and the action that happens in the middle is our switch. So at Simon, we firmly believe that the switch is an essential element to maintain the comfort of your daily life. Doesn't matter if you lose your internet connection, it will always be there, just in the wall, to allow you for a local control. Of course, the app is a nice tool that allows you to control your home wherever you are, but you don't need to find your mobile every time, just push your switch. In fact, this connection of the switches with other elements of your home already exists before. We had it with these traditional control systems, but the arrival of Internet of Things make all these connections faster, simpler, and much more scalable. Why it is faster? Of course, from the installation point of view, we win a lot of time, but also this makes us really scalable. So you can start your installation maybe with your living room, you can start to feel that this solution really makes you feel much more better in your home. So you can add, after all, more devices freely, so it's really scalable. And also is simpler. Why simpler? So from the configuration point of view, you don't need to know anything about programming. It's just through the app. It's really easy. So our vision for this integration is that it's something natural. It means that IoT is what is missing for your switches and socket. It is just what you imagine. About the key point you asked for me, for this success, we need to differentiate two different points of view. First of all, from customer point of view, we can achieve personalized spaces to adapt to their lifestyle and their needs in order to generate greater comfort. An important part of this success is to let customers know these feelings and advise them, recommend them what they don't know yet, what they don't even imagine. From the other side, we have the business point of view. We believe that the success comes from getting partners that know how to use this technology. We know that the distributors have some concerns, and it is why we need these partners helping them and encouraging, reducing their risk feeling. So after this, we will be on the way to empower all the local distributors to change from the traditional mind to the IoT world point of view. So we need this transformation. And for sure, of course, we need to make our product easy. So as always, the key point is the balance between having advanced solutions with easy control.
Question 2. Hi Graham, thanks for your answer. That is a very good direction for Simon. So may I also ask how you position yourself into the IoT world, especially how is Simon doing on this direction, and then what will be the company and your next step?
Okay, so thanks for that question. First of all, Simon, we are an electrical device provider. So our core business is switches and sockets. And nowadays we are focused on making them into the smart world. We developed the gateway that is like the brain of our system. So this element can combine all the switches and socket solutions, work together with all the environment of the Internet of Things. Our focus strategy means that also we need our IoT products to integrate with third-party devices. Why? So in order to provide full solutions for the customer needs. So we would like to share our resources from the sales channel and the customers to accelerate this process of bringing people into the smart life. Huge range of devices can be connected to our network, mainly by two ways. First, all Zigbee devices can be connected through our gateway. Second, if you have some Wi-Fi devices, can connect directly to the router and to the cloud. So this is possible because we are collaborating with TUYA, using their network, allowing all these three-part products to be compatible with us. We really believe in integration and the growth of installation with solutions from different manufacturers. But even we work with TUYA as our most important partner in APAC, we have developed our own cloud. That cloud was programmed by our engineers in order to bring flexibility to the customer request when they have some projects, so in order to help our developers. To follow that direction, focus on the projects, in APIC we are looking for service partners in different countries. We already have in Malaysia, in Vietnam, that will help us to position ourselves as a landmark. And on the other hand, for the retail, we want to train, as I told before, to train our distributors is a really important point, because we need to empower them in technical capabilities. Also, as part of our commitment with the Internet of Things, we are building different showrooms in all the area. In that places is where we can better show all the potential and all the functionality of our smart series like i7 or E3, as well to reinforce our image and our brand credibility. And in reference to your question about our next steps, so now we have the products, we have the app, the support, and the trust, not only from Simon, but also from TUYA. So the next step is to show customers how to apply all these advantages in their daily life. Thanks to this integration of so many elements within the same network, you can configure different experience. So let me give some examples, such as good morning scene. No? So you are waking up calmly while your curtains are rising up, and also maybe you can warm up your coffee machine to be ready for you. Also, if you wish, while you are on holidays, you can program some scenarios with control time to keep your house safe, pretending that is someone living inside. Also, more important, Simon Smart can alarm you potential risk. For example, sending a notification in real time if the water is leaking. That it's a common problem if there are children at home, right? I mean, sometimes they forget to turn off the tap, so you can get alarm. Or also helping you to improve the energy efficiency of your home. If for some reason you keep the window open, you can make the system interact with the AC, turning it off, or just adjusting the wind speed, reducing it. So after all these solutions, and also combined with the outside control, makes your home really comfortable for you and really flexible to adapt to all your needs, to make it more comfortable, more secure, and more energy efficient. Okay, so this is our idea in that points.
Thanks. Thanks, Juan, for your quick share of your company, what is doing next. So may I ask you the next question? As we know that Simon is quite successful, and China and India is the biggest market of Simon. So how you think about the Southeast Asia market, especially your observation in the market trend of the smart home in this Southeast Asia market, and then how you think what type of the product solution the consumer is looking forward, and then how Simon bring this suitable solution product to this Southeast Asia market.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nice. So, yeah, we already 14 years in Southeast Asia. We started at that time with Malaysia market, where nowadays we have a huge market share. This is why we choose that country to be the official place for launching smart systems in APAC. Other countries really strategically for us is Vietnam. We have been there already for 9 years, and nowadays is our biggest market. Not only that, I mean, we hardly believe that Vietnam will lead the highest growth in Asia Pacific for the coming years. And also, our expectations is that the project channel will grow faster than other channels. So we already have there some integrators to help us to develop that channel. And together with Vietnam, we also want to invest in Indonesia market, that is not only the most populated country in our area. Also, we know well this country by establishing an individual company from Simon many years ago. So all this knowledge, all together, make us prepared to take this action. The current market for APIC is growing as our vision in two different channels. So the main market in which we feel more confident is project market. Due to the advantage of the Internet of Things systems, make more and more people switch from traditional control to smart system controls, to connective series. But also, we don't need to forget that there are other markets like the retail market that also is really strong. But we find that this market, for this market nowadays, the most active customer are that people that already have certain knowledge about technology and want to investigate by themselves. But okay, this group is only a small part of the whole potential customers. So we believe that the major part of customers even don't know how to start in this new world. So this is why we need to promote our system. We need to, even more important, need to educate distributors, because we want them to offer solutions proactively to all these people. So they need to tell them all these kind of solutions that nowadays they even not imagine. And in order to provide solutions for both markets, we create different ranges, like i7 or E3, and both ranges can solve all the requests from customers. So which specific solutions we have? So first of all, the switch. This smart switch allow you to maybe delay the turning on or off of your light if you need, or make you see once you are out of your home that, hey, I have my light on, so you can turn off remotely. Also with dimmers, you can adjust the brighter of your luminaires. Not only at that time, you can also set up some scenarios. And this is why we also provide a scenario switch that looks like a standard switch, but you need to set up in the app everything you want this switch activate once you push. So only the push of the rocker will introduce a new experience to you. So maybe you set up turn off the light, or dim this, put the icon as you want, and dimming some lights. So really make your house to be a home. So every solution we offer is aimed to make people daily life more simple and more comfortable. Okay, so thanks you, William, for that questions. I hope my answers can be useful to you in order to understand a little bit more how is our company doing and which is our vision of this new world that is opening and this is growing really fast. So thanks for your questions. Okay, so thanks, William, to allow me to do some questions to you, because I think your company is working in a really interesting field.
Okay, then my turn to answer the question from Guam. Thanks Guam, for your questions. Maybe I can firstly introduce GSMA. GSMA is the Global Mobile Operator Association. We have around 750 mobile operator members around the world. And then also we have around 350 association members, which is like the ecosystem in the 5G IoT area, and then also from some from the vertical market. So as you asked, in the GSMA intelligence, so we have forecast in the IoT market. This will be a potential of 1.1 trillion revenue by 2025. So among all the different market, so Asia Pacific market, which is the highest potential and the highest revenue potential market, by 2025, we forecast about 386 billion revenue from the whole Asia market, which is a great potential for us. And then also we have done some research on what is the new business potential, where is the highest revenue growth. So definitely the enterprise market will be the highest potential growth in the upcoming future, which is including B2B and the B2B2C approach. So in the total enterprise market, we forecast about this is about $620 billion among all the vertical. So transportation is the highest potential segment, which is around 122 billion. The second one is manufacturing. The third one is energy and the utility. And the next one is public safety, healthcare, media, and entertainment, etc. So which bring us a very high potential for different vertical segments. So when we talk about 3G and 4G, we talk about some kind of the walled garden service. We talk about some app store application, and then in terms of enterprise solution, maybe operator try to offer some end-to-end solution. But when 5G era comes, because of the high bandwidth, low latency, and the massive IoT, all this advantage. So we believe this is kind of the intelligent connectivity concept and the model will be deployed from the operator to serve from to the different vertical segment. So what intelligent connectivity more specific? So for example, we did some study. So we can say that, for example, the IoT big data, data analytics, machine learning, AI, edge computing, and the blockchain. So all kind of the features can be put in, for example, in the mobile edge or in the mobile cloud platform, which the operator can build up this capability by themselves or by their partner, and then offer the end-to-end use case, collaborating with the vertical to provide the end-to-end solution based on this intelligent connectivity capability. So from GSMA, we did some report and the state and the case study on the different kind of the area. For example, in the big data. So in the big data from Taiwan, we have done a case study which is on the air pollution. So we take the UK air pollution prediction model and then bring to the biggest Taiwan city, and then try to use the machine learning to adapting the UK air pollution predicting model and then adopting into 3 different Taiwan cities. And then from the operator, they can also provide the aggregate traffic based on the people and for example, the car, and then to enhance the detection accuracy from the air pollution model. So, and then all this is based on the aggregated data, which is not disclosing any privacy issue. So this is a good example how to use the big data. And then for the edge computing, so you know in the AR, VR application, one of the hurdles before is about the very bulky AR, VR glasses. And then a lot of AI capability require high processing power. So again, with the 5G high bandwidth, low latency, a lot of this AR, VR, AI capability power can be moved to the mobile edge computing. For example, like Hara, the electronic appliance manufacturing in China, they are using the visual processing and then offload this visual processing power into the cloud platform and then implement into their manufacturing plant. The last good example is about the blockchain. For example, we have done also some case study to recording the information for the recharging battery for the electric vehicle when they goes to the different charging station, how we recording the battery information, recharging information for the predictive maintenance and like a lifetime measurement. Another example is also we can use the blockchain for the IoT device registration, and then another example like a car park space management. So all this is a good example how this intelligent connectivity capability from the operator can be offered to the different vertical application and to the different enterprise. Okay, question 2. Thanks, Juan. This is a very good question. So from the GSMA, as I mentioned, we have lots of members from the Southeast Asia market and also from worldwide. So when they deploy the IoT service, they will ask GSMA, what kind of the IoT service you can help me to deploy into my IoT networks? When 5G comes, they build the network. They also ask what kind of the consumer service, enterprise service GSMA can introduce or bring them. So as I mentioned, from my side, I'm trying to kick off a 5G innovation and investment project, which is collect quite many 5G and IoT very innovative company. So at the same time, in APAC market, we have set up the GSMA APAC IoT Partnership Program, which is bring together many operator, ecosystem, vertical, and then different IoT related association. So what is the objective of this IoT program, partnership program? So like we do the capacity building for the local regulator stakeholder. As I mentioned, we are between the ecosystem collaboration with the operator. And then also we do some best practice, like a case study between the operator, some vertical, and the solution provider. And then also we try to promote some emerging technology and then support the deployment or helping the operator into the deployment. So as I mentioned, in this GSMA APAC IoT Partnership Program, nowadays we are quite successful. The IoT community is including more than 60 operators from the Southeast Asia market, also including the Middle East operator, which is covered like from Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Australia, Middle East, and then Japan and Vietnam, etc. So across, I think across the whole Southeast Asia market. And then from the ecosystem side, we have also having more than 100 of the IoT and the 5G innovator join this community, and then some is also including some vertical. So at the same time, we are having some IoT alliance or the organization to join this community. For example, from Indonesia market, Malaysia market, Singapore market, and the Thailand market, etc. Also, we have a few research institutes, for example, from Hong Kong and Taiwan, join this IoT partnership program. So through the GSMA and the IoT partner program, we have also published quite many case studies working with our operator member. So for example, we have done around more than 30 case studies. So in APAC, this is include more than 15 case studies. I can give you some good example what the operator is providing, working with the ecosystem, providing this solution. The first good example is about Maxis in Malaysia. So you know in Southeast Asia market, agriculture is a very big market. So Maxis is providing the IoT solution, for example, for the mushroom farming. So you know the mushroom farming is quite depending on the temperature, humidity, and the airflow. So Maxis has deployed the MBIoT sensor into the mushroom farm to detect, real-time detect all this kind of the parameter, and then to increase the yield of the mushroom, and then also greatly reduce the manpower for this mushroom farming. Also, they have deployed similar solution for the grape farming. For the grape, the more depending on the soil condition. So they are monitor using the IoT technology to monitor the soil condition. Another good example is related to Simon is a retail. So retail partner with ASIC in Vietnam to deploy the IoT solution for the smart home, like for the home security and the management solution. And then in the Australian market, like Telstra, they have deployed the container and the truck tracking solution using the IoT technology. So the last example I want to raise also in the Malaysia is the TM1. So TM1 deployed the IoT solution as a smart city project. For example, that is including car park space management, and then also deploy into the traffic light management. For example, they depends on the traffic, so they deploy this they call the STAR solution. STAR is stand for Smart Traffic Analytic and the Recognition System. So they deploy this system across more than 180 junctions in the in the Cyberjaya area. So after they implement this traffic light management solution, so the average driver waiting time that is reduced by 65% in the Cyberjaya area. So now TM1 is deploying the STAR 2.0, which is also considered like the traffic condition, the holiday information, and then with the 5G network, they can also deploy the 5G real-time camera into the traffic management system. So all this is a very good example how the Southeast Asia deploying the very innovative IoT solution for the different vertical segments. So if you have time, feel free to visit our website to download all this kind of the case study. Question 3. Yes, 5G is also a very hot topic. Yes, 5G is a very hot topic worldwide, also in the APAC market. As we all know that APAC is a very diversified market. So in the 5G deployment, the leading country like South Korea, Japan, Australia, Singapore, Malaysia, so they are quite aggressive to deploy the 5G network and the corresponding service. So at the developing country like India, Indonesia, because they do have some growth area in the 4G network. So 5G will be kind of the complement network and the service with the 4G. So another point I want to highlight, as I mentioned before, in the APAC market, over 6 billion new IoT connection we forecast will be deployed by 2025, which is including in the MBRT network and the 5G network. So among the consumer and the enterprise market, so we foresee that like in the consumer market, smart home and consumer electronics, which is the highest new IoT connection area. For the enterprise market, that will be the smart building, the smart utility, and the smart manufacturing. So for the audience today, you can also pay attention or see the potential in this market. So in terms of the operator, how they try to create the innovation into the 5G era, so we see that this is a different kind of the model. So one of the model that they go for the open source and the innovation, which is trying to reduce the CapEx, OpEx, and then speed up the time to the market. The second model can be the corporate accelerator. So some of the operator, they set up the like a 5G accelerator program, set up the startup incubator program, try to bring in and then try to grow and then work together with more startup for their partner as the partner, and then for more about the 5G innovation solution. The third model, they can also use the sandbox model, and then this is also can reduce the time to the market, lower the development cost. The last but not least is about the co-creation model. So they can work with some innovation company and then work with some stakeholder like with the vertical to work together the end-to-end solution, reduce the development risk. And then the last, I think is a good model I want to bring that can be a possible new 5G and IoT innovation model. So before I have met quite a lot of company, consumer or the enterprise solution company. For example, I met with one web camera company. So you know webcam is more about the commodity product today. So if you go to the webcam market, maybe just compete on price. So this webcam company, they partner with one AI company on the heartbeat detection based on the visual base. So and then with the partnership, so they upgrade their webcam solution as an elder care solution or the baby care solution when they're sleeping in the bed. So they can put the camera to detect their heartbeat and then give the warning. So you see they're upgrading their product from a very hardware-based, network-based to the value-add service. Another good example, I met with one consumer robot company, like making for the home use for talking to your kids. So when I talk to them, they are the AI company, but their core competence is on the robot. So they're using the AI technology, their competence, to really make the robot like a walking and the movement like a human being. So for the voice recognition, when you talk to the robot, when they sell to the Chinese-speaking market, they partner with one China-based AI voice recognition company for this part. When they're selling to the English-speaking market, they partner with one US internet company for the English recognition. So again, they're just focusing in their core competence and then do the partnership to speed up the, for example, the research and the development process. Another good example is I also met with one very large scale, very famous hardware server-based and the cloud-based vendor. Before they are selling hardware, and then they partner with one AR, VR company to deploy like some professional training. For example, for the aircraft assembly, disassembly training for the aircraft company. And then also they use the AR, VR, also the AI image recognition, for example, for the medical image recognition solution. So you see that all this example is some company, they focus in their core competence, and then they partner what I call maybe it's intelligent connectivity or some kind of the cloud-based capability company like in the AI, AR, VR to make use of the advantage of the 5G because of the low latency, the high bandwidth. They can offload this kind of the capability working with this partner to really create the innovation cycle, which is bringing us the benefit of lower the development cost, lower the product cost, and then the development time to the market. So I think this is another good example for the Southeast Asia market to think about. It is the new model for the 5G and the IoT era. Yes. Okay, this is concluding questions. Yes, in the APEC, this is a great opportunity and many opportunity for the operator ecosystem industry in the 5G and the IoT market. So as I mentioned, one of the successful factors is how the industry collaboration together, as I raised a good example. So how we accelerate the innovation based on the enterprise use case, how the mobile operator ecosystem understand the vertical and the enterprise requirement to solving your business requirement or your business need. So at the end, also may I do some advertising on the GSMA. So as I mentioned, if you're interested, feel free to visit our gsma.com to look at our case study on the 5G, on the intelligent connectivity, on the Southeast Asia IoT cases. And then last but not least, if you're interested to understand more about our APEC IoT partnership program, so feel free to contact us. We are happy to work together, share more information, and then collaboration together to accelerate and supporting the market together. So again, thanks for all your joining today. Guam, nice to talk to you today. Hopefully we will discuss and then work together in the future. Thank you.